Welcome back, guys. It's part three. If you made it to the third one, or if you missed the first one or two, go back and watch those. If you're not, you know, if you feel like you missed out, go back and I'm sharing my Hex story and how I started in crypto and the Hex community, and I just had some encouraging words for other potential content creators out there. The current ones we already have are just crushing it. So, um, I guess they deserve a little applause. They encouraged me. Without them, I don't know if I would have had enough oomph in my system yet to go ahead and just start making videos. Without further ado, let's get to it. So, I was talking about basically the just using reasoning and your past experiences was not enough for me anyway to make progress at this level, for this type of task. So it's basically something I've never done before, like make YouTube videos or content or publicly, I don't know, show something, skill or talent or something like that. It's not something I'm accustomed to, and so basically your brain just goes, oh, old paradigm, you're not allowed to do that. You've never done that before. You're gonna get hurt if you do that. And so you come up with this almost innumerable amount of reasons of why it won't work out, and it's so easy to discourage yourself and fall back into the old paradigm, which is just the old program basically that you tell yourself what how it is, and then you're like, well, this happened, so this has to happen. That's not always the case. There's a better way. I'll say that. So to continue with that, basically, it feels safer to use that reason that you've developed over the years that it's kept you safe, but not flourishing. And so that's the difference. Is you can survive. The human brain is really good at that, but to excel in this world, you gotta pick up the new skills that actually the market wants, and that's just how it is. Um, let's see. So basically, you're protecting yourself from criticism, which you shouldn't fear anyway. They You shouldn't have any fear of criticism. You always like Richard says, unless you're an idiot, you probably have something of value to someone to share. So don't feel like, oh, I'll just hurt my feelings. You should probably have some sort of iron skin or something coming into this. Don't expect everyone to like your content. They might tell you to quit immediately or something. But make the decision. Don't worry about everyone else. Do your own thing. So the best way I've found to make progress is actually starting. Oh my gosh, forgot the button again. Starting from thinking of the task as already fulfilled. So you don't think about you don't think of ways that it won't work. You think of ways that it's already worked, and you're picturing yourself already acting like a person who has completed the goal. And when you're acting like someone who's already completed the thing, you tend to do the things that complete it, if that makes sense. So you still have to take new action. You can't get different results with the same action. So you got to try new things if the old thing isn't working. Don't just start blaming other things like, oh, society, oh, that's how it is now, oh, this, oh, that. You're not going to make progress if you keep pointing over there and that thing won't change. You have to change. You can change how you view that thing, and it can work to your benefit. It's very powerful when you realize that you do actually have way more control than you give yourself credit for. It's scary doing something where you don't have all the answers already, but it's also very rewarding and thrilling when you want something and you picture it and then you bring it to reality and you're like, wow, is this magic? Okay. And this can be for very hard tasks or something you could never get yourself to do, even though you know it's good for you. Like maybe you smoke, or maybe you drink too much and you want to stop, and you should turn those shoulds into musts and make it a must for yourself, and things change. You will not get different results with the same actions. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. So basically, yeah, like flying. Well, there was a point where humans never flew, and so people were like, nah, not possible. The government spent millions of dollars on it. They didn't figure it out. Must not be possible. All right, the government doesn't spend money the best way. But anyway, the Wright brothers, they had the will to do it. They decided, we're flying. Just a couple of bicycle mechanics. And they did not know how they were going to do it, but they tried and tried and tried. Doesn't mean they got it right on the first try. You know what they say? Sometimes, what is it? Sometimes you sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, I'll say. Let's see. What else do I got for you guys? Wrap this up, perhaps. And yeah, this is all the mental gymnastics I had to do before I could sit down and make a single YouTube video. I mean, it turned into 3, so hey, 3x gains, that's pretty good. But hey, progress is progress. I hope this video has been helpful and encouraging, this series of videos. To others who perhaps used to think the way I think, people not making content and then just only having opinions about what people making the content they're watching can do better. I don't know, that's what I did for so long, and you do not make progress that way. I'll save you the time. Don't do that. If you have something to share, I'm sure you do. Make some content. It won't be perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I think you'll find enjoyment out of it, maybe fulfillment. Maybe you'll find it's not for you. All right, then at least you tried, and you don't have that lingering thought, oh, I never tried that, and I kept putting it off. I put this off for 2 years. So, yeah, procrastination master, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, so hopefully this helps people like me with it. Maybe they'll try an interesting strategy they haven't thought of before to help them towards achieving loftier and higher goals than you've been accomplishing in the past. I know this worked for me. Like, I have so many books to recommend. I read 15 pages. I know it doesn't sound like that much, but I made a commitment a few months back that I would read 15 pages of a book that would actually help me every day. And you just fly through books and you learn so much. Because if you read too much in one day, it's overload and doesn't really absorb. I also take notes, and I have this huge document with like 20,000 words from just stuff I've been learning, like all the best tidbits, all the gold is in there, and I read over that every now and then to eventually I want to commit it basically all to memory. So I just basically absorb all of that power of those people who wrote the most amazing, useful things towards being the best you can be, and it'll just be a part of me. I don't need the resource material anymore. That's kind of my goal, is to, have a very, very, very broad and deep understanding of basically anyone I'm talking to, so that I can best help them the best I can. Because if I don't understand others, I'm not going to make any impact in this world. You have to know yourself as well, how you come off to others and things like that. Let's see. Oh, one of the awesomest things, like Tony Robbins is great. I've watched some of his stuff. Basically, if you ask better questions, you get better answers. This has just been phenomenal for me, and I catch myself asking bad questions, and I stop myself, and I just ask a better one instead. And what I mean by that is, if you ask your brain anything, if you ask a question, it will come up with an answer. If you're like, oh, why won't this work? Why won't I succeed? Why am I not making enough? Like, well, okay, that might be a good one. But you get the idea. If you ask those questions, immediately your brain thinks of 10 different reasons of why you can't and why you aren't enough or something. But if you ask a good question, like your brain is going to give you an answer either way. It's just that we're, I don't know if hardwired or pre-wired or how school brings us up, or at least me, you always think of the negative first, and that sticks in your mind, but that can change. You get to choose what your thoughts are. That's the most powerful thing you have, is that you can control your own thoughts. And so you decide your reality. And do you want it to be a reality where you're just asking why you can't all the time? Like, oh, why do I suck? Why would you ask that question? It's what you should be asking. I think there's a quote, it's like, the only thing you should doubt is your own doubt or something. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's like the same thing. And it makes sense. Why would you choose to doubt yourself when you can think of, why is it going to work out so well that I do better than I ever thought? And you're like, okay, let me think of some answers to that question. Ask more. And then you just ask yourself some more great questions like, man, why am I just doing so well today? Why do I feel so good today? And you're just like, oh, I did get a lot of sleep. I am eating healthier. I have been working out. I'm feeling good. You just feel better. Just freaking, it's so good. I'm like goofing out on this stream. But that strategy has been pretty awesome for me. I'd love to learn more from other Hexicans in the community. I know Balliet Bran is doing his own Sci-Vive channel. I actually haven't been able to subscribe to that one yet, but I want to read Richard's book after reading all these other books I've read that he may have drawn on. It'd be interesting to see what kind of iterations he's made of them. So yeah, the power of asking better questions and getting better answers is it tailors your focus to the good and constructive rather than the bad and destructive. And who doesn't want constructive and good? That's me. If you guys want the bad and destructive, I mean, you can choose that. And I usually avoid people who are doing that type of thinking. You know, it's draining if that's all someone does all the time. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be someone that people don't want to be around because you're just always thinking of the negative. I've always been a positive type of person, you know, trying to see the silver lining in everything. That's how I grew up. I had two great parents, so that was a blessing. Alright, let's see. So this is the last bit. It's going to be a shout out to all the other awesome creators out there. I want to give you guys your praise you deserve. If I don't list your name, I'm sorry. I might not watch you yet or something. Hit me up. I would love to talk or chat about anything, really. You know, all we got is time now in Hex. That's what's up, you know. So shout out to Crypto Heartbeat. That guy just makes the I don't know how he got so many subscribers so fast. I mean, I do know because he crushed it. Every video he posts, I watch because he's laying down the law on the best stuff. All right, we got 50 seconds. All right, Gerardo, those charts, that website, graphic art design, you're amazing. Awesome. Good job, dude. They're great. I've onboarded like almost 10 people, and I use that website for sure. It's like, oh, Bitcoin, you hear that one? This one's like crushing that. Oh, Ethereum, it beats that too. Faster, more. It's so good. Panda, you're awesome, dude. I love that you have been, in the space, and I've seen a few of your videos. I just love your charisma and how you work with others and your content. I can't spend too much on everybody. Oh my, we're running out of time. All right, Richard, Maddie, Kareem, Wales, Rags to Riches. Okay, you're all awesome. like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Keep on winning. Keep on staking.